Welcome back to Kendo Nagasaki 101 for some more fascinating information about the iconic wrestler and mystic Kendo Nagasaki. Midsummer 2015 found Kendo Nagasaki back in London, making 2 personal appearances and blessing 2 portraits of himself. The first event was held at Protein Gallery in the heart of London's artistic quarter, where accomplished portrait photographic artist Katinka Herbert was holding an exhibition of pictures from her book, Slam, a collection of photo portraits of Luchadores, Mexico's astonishingly acrobatic masked wrestlers. Appropriately for a book about masked wrestlers to be released in Britain, Katinka had asked Britain's greatest ever masked wrestler, Kendo Nagasaki, to write the foreword for the book, and she also took a photo portrait of the British sporting icon to accompany it. Slam has proved to be a resounding success, widely appreciated by fans of the Luchadores and art lovers alike, and in celebration, Katinka arranged an exhibition of the Luchadores pictures at Protein Gallery, where guests could meet the wrestlers and witness Kendo Nagasaki blessing the portrait of himself. The moment was carefully set up. A 4-foot by 3-foot rendition of the portrait of Kendo was placed on an easel in a wrestling ring, and Kendo entered amidst lasers and smoke and tumultuous applause. Kendo paused, and the audience fell silent in anticipation. He reached for a ceremonial singing bowl, and, after a deep bow to the deities of destiny, he struck it, its clear tones searing through the air, invoking an atmosphere of silent mysticism. Kendo then turned and took a handful of ceremonial salt, and after bowing to the portrait, he cast the salt over it, purifying it in the Shinto style. There then followed a photo session outside the gallery with the artist herself, Katinka, after which she autographed a copy of the Slam book for Kendo, and in return he presented her with an autographed copy of his movie, Kendo Nagasaki, The English Samurai. The following day, Kendo was to return to a most prestigious London venue, at which he has appeared many times, the Royal Albert Hall. On this Saturday evening, Kendo would bless Sir Peter Blake's astonishing painting of many of the great names who have appeared at the venue, and he would also feature as the guest of honour at an evening of Luchadores wrestling. On this evening, Kendo thus completed 2 cycles, the blessing of a second Blake portrait featuring him, and being introduced as part of the history of wrestling at the Royal Albert Hall, Britain's greatest ever masked wrestler introducing Mexico's finest luchadora tradition to London. The build-up was gradual yet intense, with Mexican sousaphone music playing as the signature introduction to the luchadores. The MC appeared and gave a colourful description of the history of British wrestling and the emotions of the luchadores tradition. As his speech reached the great name Kendo Nagasaki, twin spotlights met upon a curtained box, and, after a tantalizing second, through the curtains stepped the icon himself to tumultuous applause. Once again, Kendo struck his signature singing bowl and bowed to the ring and to the audience before taking his seat to watch the show. The Luchadores exceeded their spectacular reputations as masked men and women wrestlers enacted battles of good versus evil, fair play and foul, all expressed through astonishing acrobatics. This weekend, Kendo effortlessly bridged 2 cultures, the history of British professional wrestling and the sheer skill and excellence of catch wrestling, with the astonishing drama and spectacle of the Luchadores. With his origins in the East, Kendo has always built bridges to the West, with this most recent one going all the way to Mexico. Viva Nagasaki!